The Sojourn is a first-person puzzle game from Shifting Tides that places you in a dreamlike world with only floating lights to keep you company. Those lights direct you to rooms full of doors with puzzles behind each one. There's little context provided for why you're traversing a world that materializes around you, and the closest thing to a narrative the game offers is occasional statues of blindfolded people. They'll often appear along your path and depict seemingly important scenes, but the level of ambiguity as to what they represent tanked my curiosity. New areas also greet you with short poems or quotes that wouldn't be out of place in a fortune cookie. While not much attention has been paid to narrative, the puzzle designs are devious. Early on, you'll only need to juggle one or two mechanics, like switching your location with a totem or moving across platforms that disappear if you run out of shadow energy, a power-up that dissipates as you move around. But eventually, you'll be moving beams of energy to power totems that can rebuild platforms that let you reach buttons you'll have to place statues on to open gates. Your abilities are limited to moving and activating totems in the environment, meaning you'll spend most of the time brainstorming. I enjoyed agonizing over solutions as more mechanics were layered on top of one another, even when puzzles could end up taking upwards of 45 minutes. Figuring out what to do was simple, but sussing out how could be a struggle. Interacting with the environment to test things out rarely added to that frustration. The solutions often hinged on how each mechanic works in conjunction with others. Victory came quickly once you figured out the hook. Some of the puzzles, however, don't seem intuitive, and even after completing them, I was unsure if I'd achieved the intended solution. Several puzzles offer an additional challenge you can opt to take on once the initial one is solved, but scrolls containing more 50-cent wisdom felt like less of a reward than the act of completing them. I also enjoyed the sound design throughout the game. The rumbling and whooshing sound of entering the shadow world put a mental weight on me that felt relieved whenever I could exit. The angelic background music wasn't intrusive and serenely framed things, even though it was otherwise forgettable. The Sojourn is a lengthy collection of puzzles with cool mechanics that demand you fully understand how they function. After about 11 hours, it was still introducing new challenges to take on. Puzzle game fans should take note. The game is out September 20th for $25 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the Epic Games Store.